Focus and productivity for wealth goals. Clarity creates results. Welcome to Module 4, Focus and Productivity for Wealth Goals. Here's a truth that many people never discover. Wealth creation is not about doing more. It's not about hustling harder, burning more hours, or filling every moment with activity. It's about doing less, but with sharper focus. Scattered energy creates scattered results. You can be busy all day long, answering emails, responding to notifications, juggling endless tasks, and yet make zero progress toward financial freedom. But when you focus, when you aim your efforts with clarity and precision, suddenly your results compound. You move from motion to momentum, from effort to achievement. Think of an archer. If they fire arrows in every direction without aiming, they'll waste all their strength and never hit the target. But one arrow, aimed with clarity, can strike gold. Wealth works the same way. In this module, I'll show you how to align your focus with your wealth goals, so every action you take becomes a direct step toward the financial future you desire. The cost of distraction. Distraction drains time, energy, money. Let's talk about distraction. Every ping, every buzz, every scroll costs you something. Distraction doesn't just steal your minutes, it steals your energy, your clarity, and over time, your wealth. Think about it. How many hours disappear into mindless scrolling, half-finished projects, or switching from one task to another? Studies show that every time you switch tasks, your brain can take up to 20 minutes to fully refocus. That's like spilling sand from your hourglass, one grain at a time. Now let's make it real. Imagine losing just 2 hours a day to distraction. That's 14 hours a week, nearly 60 hours a month, over 700 hours a year, the equivalent of 17 full work weeks gone. What could you create in 17 weeks? A business? An investment plan? A book? A new skill? The wealthiest people protect their attention like it's their most valuable currency. Because it is. Here's a question. If someone drained your bank account by $100 every day, you'd act immediately to stop it. But what about when distractions drain your time, which is infinitely more valuable than $100? Isn't that the same loss, just in a different form? Wealth needs priority. If everything is urgent, nothing is important. Here's the second truth. Wealth doesn't come from doing more things. It comes from prioritizing the right things. Most people confuse busyness with productivity. They cram their calendars, fill their to-do lists, and stay in constant motion. But when you ask them, what did you do today that truly moved you closer to your wealth goals? Often the answer is, nothing. The wealthy think differently. They ask, what are the top 2 or 3 priorities that will create the biggest return? If everything feels urgent, then nothing is truly important. You need clarity to distinguish between what keeps you busy and what builds your wealth. Think of your goals like seeds. You could scatter hundreds of seeds randomly, hoping they'll grow, or you could carefully plant, water, and nurture just a few. Which will create a thriving garden? Always the focused effort. Exercise. Distraction audit. What steals your time most? Let's make this real for you. Grab your journal. We're going to do a quick distraction audit. Step 1. Write down 3 distractions that steal the most of your time. Maybe it's social media. Maybe it's checking emails 50 times a day. Maybe it's binge-watching shows, endless meetings, or procrastination loops. Be honest. Step 2. For each distraction, write down one alternative action that could redirect your focus. For example, instead of 30 minutes of scrolling, I'll spend 10 minutes reviewing my wealth goals. Instead of reacting to every notification instantly, I'll batch responses twice a day. Instead of Netflix before bed, I'll spend 15 minutes reading about investing. This exercise might seem simple, but it's powerful. Awareness creates choice, and every bit of attention you reclaim becomes wealth you're creating. Remember, focused time is like money invested, it compounds. Distracted time is like money wasted, it vanishes.